What up, gamers? Welcome back to Gamers Bay, and today we're going to take a look at an old school arcade shooter called Mechanized Attack. So this is your typical arcade war-themed shooter, battling gunships, battleships, terrorists, etc. Except it has one really cool aspect about it that really sets it apart, and that's the fact that it makes use of humanoid robots that are really similar to those that we're seeing in Midway's Terminator 2 Arcade. But ironically, this game actually came out several years before T2 Arcade did. So let's check it out.
Okay, let's fight.
Now you won't see the humanoid bots during the first stage. They'll actually come up in the second stage. You have grenades, gunships, terrorists in the water. This kind of feels almost like a cross between like Operation Wolf and like NAM 75 or something like that. The game gets a lot better. It really starts out kind of slow. The next level is just like, there's so much going on the screen, it's hard to shoot everything. Like here, most of the items are towards the bottom of the screen, the enemies. So they're a lot easier to aim. And we're getting towards the end of the first stage now.
Oh, you are dead.
Gotta continue. Now the bots in this game, the humanoid robots, don't really look as realistic as the ones that T2 did. But it's really interesting that it seems like Midway actually ripped the concept off of SNK, being that this game came out several years earlier. And you're gonna see them in just a minute here. They actually do look pretty cool. Some are just straight up robots, other ones are like humans, and when you shoot them, their flesh kind of rips, and then you see the metal casing. Right now we got a tank battle. And here they are. Humanoid bots. And you can see they look just like, real similar to the characters that we saw in Terminator 2 Arcade, for those who have played it. Which, by the way, came out in 1991, which was obviously 3 years after this game did. In fact, this game even makes use of crates to unlock certain weapons in some stages. see that? His flesh started to rip off and he turns into a bot. Very, very similar to T2. You can see a lot of these humans, you shoot them and they just start to turn into a bot almost immediately. So this is like an end boss. And here's these crates. This is what gets me, is these crates,
You are dead.
just like in T2, have weapons and power-ups and stuff behind them. But you notice now if we shoot them, they start to come apart. See, there's weapons in them. This stage feels a lot more like something out of Cabal. You can see now they're not turning into bots in this stage. Just like half the enemies are human and half are humanoid robots.
You are dead.
And of course, like most arcade shooters, this is one of those games that just threw missiles at you from every direction.
dead.
No. You see, this just gets really busy. You get later in the game, and there's so many enemies shooting at you. It's just not possible, even with a light gun, which I'm playing with a mouse and a keyboard, to actually be able to shoot everything that's on the screen. And you can see the game is not gory. I mean, there's no blood. It's just bots. It's humans. You shoot the humans, they fall. You shoot the bots, they fall. But there's no real blood in this game.
Oh, you are dead.
Now, if I had to pick and choose between shooters to say which one was better, I would have to definitely say that I thought Terminator 2 Arcade was a much better game. The graphics were a lot cooler, and just the robots looked more realistic. But this was still a really great game, and it's too bad that SNK kind of fell out of the light gun shooter mix later on, focusing on mainly fighting games and like King of Fighters and series like that.
Oh, you are dead. You are dead. Oh, you are dead.
Yeah, this game would just eat quarters up in the arcade. And it's times like this in this game where I wish I had bombs.
Oh, you are dead.
And of course, when you respawn, you get a decent number of grenades. Stage 5. And it's really strange because when you shoot the bots, it sounds like breaking glass. You hear that? It doesn't sound like the type of reaction you would expect from firing a weapon against metal. It sounds just like glass shattering.
You are dead.
Oh, you are dead. It's such a cheesy line. You think they would come up with something a little bit more realistic, but it is what it is. Not a bad game, though. The graphics were actually really kind of state-of-the-art for the time. You know, most arcade games were like 8-bit, and they really weren't as fast-paced back in the late 1980s. I mean, this was really incredible stuff for the time. You just didn't see graphics like this in games until coming about 1987, 1988-ish.
You are dead. You are dead.
This game has that really typical primitive sound you would expect
You are dead.
from an 80s arcade title. And believe it or not, this game was actually ported to the NES, and you could play this game with the Zapper light gun on the original Nintendo. But it was really cheesy, I'll tell you what. The graphics were not great.
You are dead.
But the NES version was fun to play. It wasn't bad. I'm not going to knock it, especially for being how, you know, the technological advancements of arcade hardware at the time versus the NES. I mean, there's no comparison. But they did alright with the NES version. It was playable.
You are dead.
You are dead. Like I didn't already know that. Being it told me on the screen. But hey. And see, they just make, you got these guys with scuba masks coming out of the water, and you got this warship shooting at you. Kind of makes it impossible. Because you can't shoot everywhere on the screen all at once. Kind of interesting how they black out part of the screen, so you really can't see where you're shooting.
Oh, you are dead.
This is not a concept you're used to seeing in shooters. Got these guys parachuting in. The robotic military. So it's kind of like, I guess, Midway took this concept and built T2 off of the same idea. You can see a lot of times, look where the weapons are. You shoot at the bottom of the screen. That's where the crates were in T2. And it just basically gets to the point where you're just basically playing over the same levels over and over again, but with more enemies.
Oh, you are dead.
Well, anyways, many thanks for watching. Definitely be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. And if you get a chance, check out Gamers Bay Community on Google+. There'll be a link below in the description of the video. And until next time, take care.